What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike.
And Tyler. And this 562 Classic video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Currently open for takeout. Please support the people who support Long Beach sports.
This classic basketball highlight originally brought to you as part of our partnership with the Gazette Sports, and this classic recall brought to you as part of our partnership with the Long Beach Post.
Back in 2014, the Howard F. Lyon Gym at Millikan was full more than an hour before this quarterfinal boys basketball playoff game between Millikan and Rancho Cucamonga, mostly because of the splash zone and head coach Chris Francis.
Yeah, this was an entertaining time to be covering Millikan basketball. That student section, led obviously by the baseball team, one of the best we've ever seen. And the program under Francis was just so much fun. The team didn't even want to do a pregame dunk show, and he told them, you better go out there and get some dunks up before this game, or I'm going to be the one to do it.
Right, so much energy in the building. Rams going up against Rancho Cucamonga, and Victor Joseph there, who went on to a nice career at Cal Poly in the Big West, and the Cougars scored 100 points in their first round win. So with two proud student sections going at it and explosive offenses, we knew that there were going to be some fireworks in this one.
How fast are the points going to come? How about from the jump? First touch of the ball, first points. Look at Joseph in the lane for his first bucket. Dang. Rancho Cucamonga took a 6-0 lead. That was the largest lead of the night for either team.
Which tells you why we picked this game. It was so much fun. Thomas Pua finds Mark Thomas for a three. Splash Zone loves a three-pointer. Brandon Williams to Vlad Kandibovic. Deft passing from both teams in this game, and while Rams and Cougars may not be the most aggressive animals in the world, there was no defense in this game, guys.
No, just charge towards the paint, and a triple from outside as Joseph knocks another one down. Most of this contest was just a teeter-totter. Open floor, layups both ways, keep the camera rolling. Inside, Daylon Lawrence was a problem.
Millikan threw pretty much every defender they had at him. Nothing was working. Thomas Pua, such a great spark off the bench that year, and it paid off tonight. So comfortable in the role, 9 points in the second quarter alone. And you got to get Malik Marquetti into the highlight. A future Ragin' Cajun was a star for the Rams. He's got that huge block, and it's a 1-point game at the break.
Second half turned into what we thought the whole game would be, a track meet. The instruction to JJ was just roll camera, bro, because it's going to be a bucket every 4 seconds or so. As you can see, obviously, this was the game that we expected with such two great offenses for Rancho Cucamonga. It's Lawrence in the paint. Everything was falling. They did a great job with their press break. And it was Will English,
the professor,
for the Rams, and one on a way to a team-high 17 points.
Cougars, though, answering with good passing. They were so unselfish, and they retake the lead. Marquetti, he didn't have good starts in this playoff run in 14, but he sure knew how to finish, and he was a leader down the stretch. Thomas to Eminem for the and one alley-oop.
He caught one.
Ooh.
He caught one, and the body didn't like it.
After that, the Rams go into their press. They get the turnover, and then Reggie Pope with white smoke from the corner knock it down for all the homies in Vatican City, and the splash zone is going nuts.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the Cougars, though. They figured out the press late and had some fancy answers to the Ram runs.
Ooh!
Yeah, it was foot on the gas, trunk full of cash for the entire second half for Rancho Cucamonga. The buckets coming in all shapes and sizes. Joseph at the 10, the putback at the buzzer by Fisher, and that's going to make it a 1-point game. Rancho Cucamonga on top going to the fourth.
Lawrence scored a game-high 36 points, all of it coming in the paint. That is just crazy. And then English, a walking bucket for the Rams that year. So again, back and forth we go. What haven't we had yet? Oh, how about an and 1-3? There you go. Rancho up 2 with about 5 left.
Bench mob loving that one.
Pua, well, I mean, what a great move there. That would be a highlight bucket in most games that we see, but in this one, just another play. And of course, you can't stop recording because back the other way, it's Brian Beard, the hezzy. Oh, and the Beard connects. Pua on the other way. We need another bucket. Here he comes, straight to the tin, lays it up and in. It's tied at 80 with 2 minutes left, and I can't catch my breath.
Fouls really dictated the finish of this game as Beard picks up that one. He fouls out. He was their third leading scorer, so now it's pretty much just Joseph and Lawrence. Thomas going to put the Rams up with his first free throw, and then look at Kandibovic.
Oh, say his name 3 times.
It's a 3-point lead with 150 left. You know what they're doing at the other end. Joseph to Lawrence, it's Stockton to Malone, it's money. Those two kids combined for 62 points in this playoff game.
Yeah, the Cougars were definitely Team Lawrence and making that Rams defense a little insecure. Millikan up 1 here. They're trying to set up the same screen, but English, a little too much English, as Chris Francis not pleased with that call. It's an offensive foul and a turnover to give it back to Rancho.
Joseph putting the team on his back, going to the lane and drains the little pull-up. 40 seconds left in this one. Everyone dialed in. Marchetti down to the block on the other end is going to draw the foul. He was obviously the team leader, a USC commit, and he's going to calmly drain both of them to give Millikan a 1-point lead.
Okay, do you guys remember those You Make the Call books? I grew up with them because I was such a big sports fan, and my baseball one and the basketball one were my favorite ones. So you would flip through the book, and then there would come a point where you as the coach had to make a decision. And by that decision, you would have to turn to page 12 or turn to page 63. So you're going back and forth in the book, making all these decisions, and eventually the book would decide if you won or lost the game. So let's play a little You Make the Call.
Okay, first of all, I disagree with the decision to call a timeout. I would have taken the ball out of the rim and immediately pushed it down the court, because every time either team did that, it was good for 2 points.
Right, so you've got 30 seconds left. The Rams are up 1. So if you're Rancho Cucamonga, you're down 1. You've got the ball, and you've got 2 timeouts. So if I'm them, I get down there, and I basically run that same play. It's the pick and roll, right? You've got Joseph. You've got Lawrence. You give the ball to Joseph. You give Lawrence 2 passing options. You send him to the 10. Obviously, everybody was fouling everybody late here in the fourth quarter. I just think that's such an obvious decision. What about you, Tyler? What would you do?
No, I mean, I agree with Mike. You just keep the tempo going. You put the weight of the moment on your team by slowing everything down, calling that timeout, and you give Millikan a chance to force themselves to get back on defense and to expect what you're going to do. Just keep the tempo going. 30 seconds left. Even if you miss, the game is far from over. So don't let the time get away from you here, but that's not what they're going to do.
Yeah, they chose door number 4, which was not the greatest choice. They dribble down for 15 seconds. So then all of a sudden there's only 15 seconds left. Then they take their second consecutive timeout. So they wasted 15 seconds, 2 timeouts with the ball still down by 1. And this is the play that they decided to call. It's really not a play. It's just a clear out for Joseph. He's going to try to go into the lane, and the splash zone spills over onto the floor. He slips, falls, and basically that's ball game.
Yeah, obviously everyone going nuts after that one. The Rams fans, as you can see, enjoying it. Candy Bovich is going to make the second and 2 free throws to put Millikan up 2 with 5 seconds left. So Rancho Cucamonga already used the timeouts, but they still have a look at the winner.
It's a good look.
Just short. Millikan is going to go on to the semifinals for the first time since 1989. And again, one of the best student sections we've ever covered in any sport. Really enjoying that one as they rush the court. I think security wisely understanding there's nothing they could do about that. And boy, do we look forward to moments like this happening once again in the Long Beach sports world, hopefully in the near future.
Those 2 student sections were so phenomenal that night, and the Long Beach students surely took their time waving goodbye to the Cougar student section as well, which I absolutely enjoyed.
Oh, most definitely. Nothing really hits like a like a Long Beach student section, because they're funny, they're clever, they're hardworking, and we love when the students get into it, especially other teams supporting teams, and we miss covering games with crowds like this, or really covering games in general, but specifically when there's an atmosphere like this one.
And I so miss the seasons where you want Long Beach teams to play each other in the playoffs, and we were so close. This Millikan team went on to play Mission Viejo in the semifinals, a great game at Mission Viejo that the Rams ended up losing. And then that Mission Viejo team lost to Long Beach Poly in the championship.
Which would be my nomination for our next 562 Classic, because that was such a historic and fun season for the Jackrabbits. But if you've got a nomination for the 562 Classic and what you'd like to see us take a look back, hit us up. Get at us on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and let us know what you'd like to see next in our 562 Classic series.
Part of our partnership with the Long Beach Post.